Number 5. Syria. Syria remains one of the most restricted countries under Trump's immigration policies. According to the U.S. State Department, Trump's administration has effectively shut down immigration pathways for Syrian nationals, citing concerns over terrorism and national security. One of the biggest restrictions has been on refugees. In previous years, the U.S. had accepted thousands of Syrian refugees fleeing civil war and humanitarian crises, but under Trump's policies, admissions had dropped by over 90%. In 2025, Human Rights Watch reports that Syrians now face extreme difficulties in obtaining asylum in the U.S. Trump has also increased screening measures for Syrian visa applicants, making even family reunification visas almost impossible to secure. According to Homeland Security reports, Syrians applying for travel to the U.S. now face one of the longest processing times of any nationality, often waiting years for an approval that may never come. With the Syrian conflict still unresolved and U.S. foreign policy taking a harder stance against Middle Eastern nations, Trump's administration is unlikely to ease restrictions on Syrian immigrants anytime soon. Number 4. Myanmar. Myanmar has become another Asian nation facing harsh immigration restrictions under Trump's policies. According to Reuters, Trump has placed Myanmar under increased travel scrutiny, citing human rights concerns, internal conflicts, and national security risks. One of the primary reasons Myanmar faces tighter immigration control is the country's ongoing ethnic conflicts, particularly involving the Rohingya crisis. Trump's administration has been critical of Myanmar's handling of human rights violations, leading to stricter visa policies and diplomatic tensions. Additionally, Trump's government has reduced the number of work visas granted to Myanmar nationals, impacting migrant workers and students looking for opportunities in the U.S. According to U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services (USCIS), visa approvals for Myanmar citizens have dropped by more than 60% compared to previous years. With rising political instability in Myanmar and Trump's push for tougher border security, Myanmar nationals are facing some of the strongest immigration barriers of any Asian country in 2025. Number 3. Bangladesh. Bangladesh has faced increasing immigration restrictions under Trump's policies, with concerns over illegal migration and economic strain leading to tighter border controls. According to the U.S. State Department, the rejection rate for Bangladeshi visa applicants has risen sharply, making it harder for citizens to travel to the U.S. One of the biggest barriers facing Bangladeshis is the crackdown on work and student visas. Trump's administration has introduced more rigorous screening processes, leading to longer processing times and higher denial rates for Bangladeshi applicants. Many who previously sought job opportunities in the U.S. are now turning to other countries with friendlier immigration policies. Another concern driving restrictions is human trafficking and illegal migration. According to Homeland Security reports, a significant number of undocumented immigrants entering the U.S. from South Asia originate from Bangladesh, leading to stricter deportation measures. The Trump administration has increased deportations of undocumented Bangladeshi migrants, further straining diplomatic relations between the two countries. With Bangladesh's growing population and economic struggles, more citizens are looking to move abroad. However, under Trump's immigration policies, the U.S. is becoming an increasingly difficult destination for Bangladeshis seeking new opportunities. Number 2. Indonesia. Indonesia, the world's fourth most populous country, has also fallen under Trump's immigration crackdown. According to the Jakarta Post, visa rejection rates for Indonesian nationals have nearly doubled, making it harder for travelers, students, and workers to gain entry into the U.S. One of the main reasons for this tightened immigration policy is concerns over security and illegal overstays. The Trump administration has flagged Indonesia as one of the countries with a high rate of visa overstays, leading to more deportations and reduced visa approvals. Another factor affecting Indonesian immigration is Trump's trade policies. As tensions between the U.S. and various Asian economies continue to rise, Indonesians seeking business opportunities in America are facing increased restrictions on investment and work visas. With economic growth slowing in Indonesia, more citizens are looking to move abroad for better job prospects. However, under Trump's hardline immigration stance, Indonesians are finding it increasingly difficult to enter the United States, forcing many to seek alternative destinations for work and education. Number 1. Philippines. Despite the long-standing alliance between the United States and the Philippines, Trump's immigration policies have made it increasingly difficult for Filipinos to enter the U.S. According to the U.S. Department of State, visa rejection rates for Filipinos have surged, with many applicants facing extended processing times and heightened scrutiny. One major reason behind the restrictions is Trump's focus on limiting family-based immigration. The Philippines has historically been one of the top countries for family-sponsored visas, but new policies have made it much harder for Filipinos to reunite with relatives in the U.S. The backlog for family-based visa applications has grown significantly, leaving thousands in limbo. Another concern driving tighter immigration controls is the overstaying visa problem. According to Homeland Security reports, Filipinos rank among the highest in terms of visa overstays, leading to increased deportations and stricter entry requirements under Trump's administration. Additionally, Trump has pushed for stricter labor regulations, affecting Filipinos working in sectors like healthcare and domestic services. Many Filipino nurses, caregivers, and skilled workers who once had an easier path to employment in the U.S. are now facing longer waits and tougher qualifications. With tighter restrictions, increased deportations, and slowed visa processing, Filipinos looking to move to the U.S. are encountering some of the harshest immigration policies yet. Unless major policy shifts occur, entering the U.S. will remain a challenge for many Filipinos in 2025. Under Trump's administration, immigration policies have become more restrictive than ever, making it incredibly difficult for individuals from these 10 Asian nations to enter the U.S. Countries like China, Iran, and Syria face restrictions due to national security concerns, while nations like Bangladesh and the Philippines are dealing with high visa denial rates and increased deportations. From tightened work visa requirements to crackdowns on overstays, Trump has made it clear that immigration is not a priority for his administration. With these policies in place, many individuals are now seeking alternative destinations for work, study, and family reunification. What do you think? Should Trump's immigration policies be reformed, or do these restrictions make sense for national security? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and